Salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum, Husna.
Alaikum assalam.
Yeah, shake a hand. Give me the picture. No, I was going to really shake your hand. You didn't take it out, so I had no choice but to pat your hand. Okay, so what I want to do with you in this exercise, probably this session we'll just do this exercise, is review the i'rab, the breakdown, the sentence breakdown of different kinds of sentences. Either they have kana in them, or they have ma or laysa in them. Where's the mubtada, where's the khabar and all that stuff, okay? So the first sentence is ma ana bi musrikhikum. Just that much. Ma ana bi musrikhikum. What do you think the mubtada is?
Ma ana.
Good. And bi musrikhikum would be the?
Khabar ma.
It would be the khabar ma. Because the ba is, even though it's a jar majroor, this time we're not going to say it's a muta'alliq bil khabar, because you could have the ba or you don't have to have the ba. You could say musrikhakum. When we did that yesterday, right? And ma ana, you have another option, which was lastu. So ma ana is the mubtada, musrikhikum is the khabar. Bi musrikhikum is the khabar. Khabar ma. Well said, okay? Now, musrikhikum is what kind of grammar? I know bi musrikhi is jar majroor. What's musrikhikum?
Mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf ilayh. Now in the next sentence, وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُصْرِخِيَّ. Musrikh, by the way, helper.
Okay.
وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُصْرِخِيَّ. What's the mubtada khabar breakdown?
Ma antum is the mubtada.
Good.
And bimusrikhiya is the khabar of ma.
And this is the khabar of ma. Good. Well, ma antum is a replacement for what other possible word?
Lastum.
Good. Lastum. Now musrikhiya is a tricky word. If you go through musrikhun, musrikhan, musrikhin, go through it.
Musrikhun, musrikhan, musrikhin, musrikhani, musrikhaini, musrikhaini, musrikhuna, musrikhina, musrikhina.
Because of ba, it would be musrikhina. The word would be musrikhina. But you want to make it a mudaf of my helpers. Musrikhina and then ya. So to make a mudaf, you get rid of the noon. So you're left with musrikhi. And then you add a ya for my.
Okay.
So it becomes musrikhiya. The two yas kind of fused. That's what that is. Because it was plural because it's antum. Antum musrikhuna. Ma antum musrikhina. Okay? So what does the whole thing mean then? Excuse me.
I am not your helpers.
Your helper.
Oh, I'm absolutely not your helper.
Good.
And you aren't my helpers.
Good. أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. At the end of Surah Al-Tin, وَتِينِ وَزَيْتُونَ. Right? فَمَا يُكَذِّبُكَ بَعْدُ بِالدِّينِ أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين. So let's see if we can figure out the sentence breakdown here.
Okay. Alaysa Allahu is the mubtada.
Good.
بأحكم is...
بأحكم الحاكمين actually.
Okay, بأحكم الحاكمين is the khabar of Laysa.
Khabar of Laysa. Makes it a question. So, ahkam means the greatest ruler. And al-hakimin means the rulers. Ahkam al-hakimin means the greatest of all rulers.
Okay.
Laysa Allahu bi ahkam al-hakimin?
Isn't Allah the greatest of all rulers?
Isn't Allah the greatest of all rulers? Alaysa Allahu bi ahkam al-hakimin? This is a tricky one. Laysa laka alayhim sultanun. Here I have to teach you something new, so don't answer this yet. I'rab wise it's easy. Laysa is the mubtada. But the ism of Laysa, is not an inside ism, it's an outside ism.
Okay.
Which is what? Sultanun. Sultanun could not be the khabar. It can't be the khabar because the khabar of Laysa has to be what status? Nasab. So it couldn't be that. Laka and alayhim, they can't be anything because they are muta'alliq bil khabar. Okay? Muta'alliq bil khabar muqaddam, muta'alliq bil khabar muqaddam. Sultan is the mubtada mu'akhar.
Okay.
It's way down the road, okay? But what I want to teach you here is something about the use of lam that I don't think I've taught you before. Read that for me.
Lahu ilmun.
Yeah, this means he has knowledge.
Okay.
Now the i'rab is ilmun is the mubtada mu'akhar. Lahu is the jar majrur, which is the muta'alliq bil khabar muqaddam. But leave that alone for a moment. Just practically think about the meaning. When you say lahu ilmun, all it means is what? He has knowledge. Now, if I say lahu sayyaratun, what does that mean?
He has a car.
If I say lana sayyaratun, we have a car. Simple, right? Lil muslimina dinun.
The Muslims have a deen.
The Muslims have a deen. Easy. You start with li something, lam something, and then put something rafa at the end. You have this or that. They have this or that. I have this or that. For example, I say li qalamun. Li qalamun. What does that mean?
I have a pencil.
I have a pen or I have a pencil. Okay? So, or lana fasl. We have a class. Okay? Or li arba'u banat. I have four daughters. Arba'u banatin. Right? So that's easy, right? Now what's even cooler is you can add laysa in the beginning of this, not change anything. Don't change anything, just add laysa. And you never even have to change laysa, whether it's lahu or lana or lahum or lakum, nothing. And whether this is ilm or something singular or plural or feminine, doesn't matter. You can just add what word? Laysa. You know, there are times where you have to change laysa. This is not one of them. You don't have to change it at all. Then the same sentence becomes its opposite. Lahu ilmun, he has knowledge. Laysa lahu ilmun, he has no knowledge. So now, if you look at this sentence, actually, laka sultanun, you have authority. That was the original sentence. Laka sultanun, you have authority. Alayhim means what?
Upon them.
Or over them. You have authority over them. But you take that same sentence, laka sultanun, and you make it laysa laka sultanun. What does that mean?
You don't have authority over them?
You don't have authority over them. That's all this is. Okay? So the lahu shay, he has lahu shay'un, he has something. Laysa lahu shay'un, he doesn't have something. Okay? Oh no, he put ma lahum bihi min ilmin in here. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? It's not a good thing. I'll have to explain this to you. But I guess you're old enough. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. This is a really tricky statement. And we have to eventually hit this anyway because it's in Surah Al-Kahf in the beginning. مَا لَهُمْ بِهِ مِنْ عِلْمٍ وَلَا لِآبَائِهِمْ. It's a difficult grammar question. So, but I will try to explain it to you, inshallah. Hopefully this will all make sense to you today. If I said, let's start with the basics, and it's good I give you some preface now. If I said, lahum ilmun. What does that mean?
They have knowledge.
They have knowledge. If I said laysa lahum ilmun, it would have been what?
They don't have knowledge.
Good. And if I said ma lahum ilmun, you could use ma or you could use laysa, which means they don't have knowledge at all.
Yeah.
Right? And remember that ilm is still the mubtada. So you're not going to add a ba or nothing here, because that's the mubtada. You add that ba business and the nasab business to the khabar. Okay? So there is no khabar here, it's only a muta'alliq bil khabar. Ma lahum ilmun means what?
They don't have knowledge.
They don't have knowledge. But just remember that this part, this guy right here, is your mubtada. Right? And this guy right here is what? Muta'alliq bil khabar. Now the thing, how do you identify a mubtada and how do you identify a muta'alliq bil khabar? A mubtada is typically rafa and a muta'alliq bil khabar is a jar majroor or a special mudaf. That's how you tell them, right? So if you look at this sentence, what makes it complicated is you have ma, and ma usually goes on your mubtada. But it's not going to work with lahum because this is a muta'alliq bil khabar. So that doesn't work. I was going to make it work with min ilmin, but min ilmin is also looking like a muta'alliq bil khabar. Why does it look like a muta'alliq bil khabar?
Because min is a harf jar.
Min is a harf jar. This is where this gets tricky. So now pay attention to this part. There are some harf of jar in the Arabic language that the Arabs use in a jumla ismiya, and even though they use them, they don't make a muta'alliq bil khabar. They can sometimes use them as extras, but not make a muta'alliq bil khabar. You already got introduced to one of them, which was ba. Right? Alaysa Allahu bi ahkam al-hakimin. Even though you saw the ba, what didn't happen? It didn't get called muta'alliq bil khabar. It was still the khabar. Okay? Those kinds of letters that don't actually change the original meaning. They only add to the meaning, but they don't change the original meaning or the original status of the thing. It's still considered a khabar. Those kinds of huruf are called huruf za'ida, extra huruf. Extra huruf means if you didn't have them, the sentence would still be good. If you had them, it adds something to the meaning, but it's not essential to the meaning of the sentence. Of course, in the Quran, everything's essential, but I'm talking from the point of view of grammar. In grammar, it's not essential. Okay? Now, the word min means from, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But sometimes the word min means any. The word min means any. So, ilm means knowledge. Min ilm means any knowledge. Any knowledge. And here now I have to teach you, reluctantly, but I do have to teach you the concept of when you have a piece of language like this, min ilm, which means what? Any knowledge. This is actually where I was expecting the mubtada to be. This is not itself, doesn't look like a mubtada, but I was hoping that this could be a mubtada.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, when you say ma lahum min ilm, then you're saying they don't have what?
Knowledge.
Any knowledge. This is actually similar to, let me write it right underneath it, ma lahum ilmun. This would have been much easier, wouldn't it have been? They don't have knowledge. But Allah didn't want to say they don't have knowledge alone. He wanted to add they don't have any knowledge at all. So He took the mubtada and added an extra min to it.
Okay.
But that still doesn't take away the fact that it's still a mubtada. So it's a crazy case where even though it's a jar majroor, it still looks like it's still supposed to be considered a mubtada. So I'm actually going to say that min ilmin is the mubtada.
Okay.
And then lahum is the muta'alliq bil khabar. Ma lahum bihi min ilmin. So you have ma lahum is the muta'alliq bil khabar. Bihi in the ayah is another muta'alliq bil khabar. But min ilmin is actually the mubtada. Okay. So this is a tricky one, but still it's good that we at least got some introduction to it. Later on in advanced grammar, when we get to maybe unit 12, 13, then I'll spend a lot of time discussing this with you and make sure you get it, inshallah. ما الله بظلام للعبيد. ظلام, oppressive. Abid, slaves. What do you think?
Allah is absolutely not oppressive to slaves.
But the breakdown of the sentence?
Allahu is the mubtada. بظلام
You have to separate them.
Is
بظلام in its place.
خبر
Good.
and للعبيد is متعلق بالخبر.
Very good. Very good. You translated it and you broke it down well. وأن الله ليس بظلام للعبيد. This is trickier. وأن الله ليس بظلام للعبيد. Now at least the last part we already know. بظلام is going to be what?
خبر of ليس.
خبر of ليس. للعبيد we already know.
متعلق بالخبر.
ليس you should already know.
مبتدأ.
The question is, what do you do with أن الله? When you have a harf of nasab and its victim, what does it always make?
مبتدأ.
Yeah. So you have two mubtadas. أن الله is mubtada number one. المبتدا الأول. ليس مبتدا ثاني. And then بظلام خبر ليس. And then للعبيد متعلق بالخبر. So the way you translate that then is, and that Allah, comma, He is not oppressive to slaves.
Okay.
Okay. ما هن أمهاتهم. Ummahat is ummun, umman, ummin, ummani, ummaini, ummaini, ummahatun, ummahatin, ummahatin. When you make it the feminine plural, the ha just comes into the word. That's how the Arabs do it. Okay? So this is actually not jar, because it's a feminine combination. Okay? So what does that mean? Ma hunna ummahatihim.
They are not their mothers.
They're not their mothers. They're not their mothers. What's the breakdown?
ما هن is مبتدأ.
Wonderful.
أمهاتهم is خبر ما.
خبر ما منصوب. Where's the nasab? Where's the sign of nasab?
أمهاتي, it could be nasab or
It's ati, yeah. It's the ati, that's the sign. وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ.
And ما هم بمؤمنين, and they are absolutely not believers.
They're absolutely not believers at all. Yeah, very good. Breakdown?
ما هم is مبتدأ. بمؤمنين is خبر ما.
خبر ما. Very good. Very good. Pay extra close attention before you tell me. لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٌ. Don't translate it. Just tell me the mubtada and the khabar and muta'alliq bil khabar business.
Laysa is the mubtada.
Sure.
كمثله is مضاف and مضاف.
Mukaf is a
Kaf is
bata,
light.
bata,
Bata kaf. So it's a jar.
which makes kamithlihi.
متعلق بالخبر.
Good.
مقدم.
Sure.
And شيء is part of the mubtada. Maybe?
Excellent, because it's the
Outside ism.
yes, ismu laysa. Ism laysa. Wonderful. So laysa and shay'un together are the mubtada.
Okay.
It's stretched out, and the muta'alliq bil khabar is in the middle.
Okay.
Okay? So, laysa means he is not. Laysa shay'un means
It is not.
nothing is like. Nothing is. Okay? Not a thing is. Okay?
Okay.
Or a thing is not. Now, kamithlihi, anything like him.
That
Nothing
nothing is like him.
Nothing is anywhere near him.
Okay.
Laysa kamithlihi shay. Talking about Allah. Nothing can be compared to Allah. Laysa dhakaru kal untha. This is badly spelled.
Unsa.
Yes. Untha.
Okay.
Okay. Girl. Al untha means girl, and dhakar means
Boy.
boy. Laysa dhakaru kal untha. We just did ka, which means like.
Boys are not like girls.
The boy is not like the girl.
Boy is not like girl. Okay.
Laysa dhakaru kal untha. The boy is not like the girl. كان الناس أمة واحدة. How many do we have left? I think this is 13 altogether.
كان الناس أمة واحدة.
You know all these words?
Yes.
Let's do the breakdown first.
Okay.
We're switching gears from Laysa back to Kana again.
So كان الناس is the مبتدأ.
Excellent.
أمة.
What's the relationship between ummatan and wahidatan?
موصوف صفة.
Which means they're in one bucket.
Okay, so
When they're connected, they're in one bucket.
أمة واحدة is خبر كان.
Very good. Mansub. So add that. Don't say khabar kana, say khabar kana mansub.
Okay, خبر كان منصوب.
Translate that for me.
The human being.
People.
People were one ummah.
People were one nation.
One nation. Okay.
People used to be one nation. Lasta mu'minan. Break down quickly.
Okay, Laysa is the mubtada.
Good.
Its ism is ضمير مستتر تقديره أنت.
Sure.
And مؤمنا is خبر ليس
Good.
منصوب.
Mansub. Excellent. Translate.
You are not a believer.
You're not a believer.
Huh?
ليست اليهود على شيء. Last one.
What does Yahud mean?
Yahud means the Jews.
Okay.
It's the name of a people, so it can be used with the feminine. That's why laysat is used.
Okay. Okay, so ليست اليهود is the مبتدأ. على شيء is the متعلق بالخبر.
Wonderful.
The Jews were not.
No, it's not we're not. No.
No.
There's no kana.
Aren't.
What does laysa mean? Was not?
Are not. Is not.
Is not, yeah. Or are not.
The Jews are not upon anything.
Yes, that's a good translation. The Jews are not upon anything, which is an accusation the Christians made against the Jews in the Quran. وَقَالَتِ النَّصَارَى لَيْسَتِ الْيَهُودُ عَلَى شَيْءٍ وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ لَيْسَتِ النَّصَارَى عَلى شَيْءٍ. So one group said the other has nothing, the other group stands on nothing. They have no basis. Okay? Very good. So now inshallah we're going to do the next exercise in the next session. But this is really, really great progress. I'm very proud of Stakhan. Very